YouTube? It is Naima Hiller back for another video. I know it has been a while since you have seen me, but I'm still here. So, the purpose of this video today is to discuss 2023. All right. So, as we narrow down to ending 2022, I just wanted to find a nice spread for everyone to use so that we can get a snapshot of what's to come in the next year, okay? And then I also wanted to be reflective on this year. So I have uploaded a picture, and as you can see, this is going to be a 7 card spread, okay? So inside the comment section, I am definitely going to include a description again of what each card means. But definitely with the 7 cards, the first card is what we call our sunset card. That sunset kind of reflects on the lessons that we have learned this year. The second card is a horizon card, okay? It's going to give us a snapshot as to what we can expect in the new year. Our third card is going to be our obstacle. We're going to identify what challenge that we're going to have in the new year. And then again, our fourth card is going to be our strength card. We all have strengths and weaknesses. What's one of our strengths, and how can we use that to overcome this challenge or obstacle that's going to be in the new year? And when we get to card number 5, we're going to have a piece of advice for the new year. And when we get to card number 6, that is going to be the navigation card. How are we going to use this card to navigate or guide us in the new year? And lastly, we have that 7 card. That 7 card is going. That 7th card is going to give us our clarity. Okay. So even though we know what to expect next year, we know what we learned this year. We always want that one piece of clarity card that kind of just identifies maybe what does this mean in our life as a whole. Like, how does this year kind of fit in with my overall life goal or life plan? Okay. So let's get started. Again, I'm gonna do mine. So you guys can kind of see how I use the cards and how I kind of read them to answer these questions. So let's jump into card number 1. What have I learned from the previous year? Well, as you can see on my picture that I uploaded, my first card was the 3 of Coins. Again, I think this card speaks to me a lot because, of course, coins is related to finances, okay? Um, this card was also in the upright position, so it's almost like a you go girl, okay? So I'll let you guys in a little bit of my life. I did take on a new position. It was awesome as an instructional designer. Then I kind of hit some obstacles, with upper management, and I decided to go back on my leap of faith and continue my education business. And I have recently hit my goal of making 5 figures consistently. So excited. And it didn't quite come into the last few months of the year. So I definitely see this 3 of Coins as a you did it, girl. A job well done. You grew your business how you wanted to grow it. Keep it up, okay? So again, the coins, that's related to your finances. We have the 3 of Coins, a woman, me, you guys see the symbol, the resemblance. So I definitely think that this card resonated to me a whole lot, all right? So for card number 2, that is the Horizon card, all right? So what can I expect next year? So I got the Daughter of Baskets also in the upright position. So again, if you've already watched my videos where I describe this card, we know that Tituba is the bearer of good news, right? So definitely looks like I have good things to look forward to in the new year. We also see she was one of the ones accused of being a witch in the Salem witch trials. So definitely when we see this card, we definitely look at, creativity, imagination. So it's definitely telling me to keep being creative, imaginative, because that's how you make your money. And what just stood out to me, right? Because besides the meaning of the card, we have to take it for a visual. And I just love how the basket of flowers is sitting on her head. And to me, it's just telling me that your ideas are going to manifest, right? You're going to grow. Everything that you want is going to come into fruition, but we have to use that head, right? We have to use that imagination, that creativity, kind of thinking outside the box to grow. So again, that definitely resonates with me because I have a few ideas that I want to put into place. So it's telling me, you go get it, girl. So from we're going to card number three, obstacle. What obstacle am I going to face in the new year? So for my card number three, I actually pulled the Four of Knives in the upside down position. Okay, so remember, you guys know my take. Sometimes when it comes to a negative card, when I look at the cards in reverse, I just kind of think of the things that we might not be paying attention to. So, don't freak out if you get a card in the negative. Doesn't necessarily mean it is indeed negative, but it's something that maybe you've been overlooking or you need to tap into a little bit more, pay more attention to. So, when we get to the Four of Knives, in the reverse, it's definitely telling me that sometimes I do find myself overwhelmed, burnt out. Don't be afraid to take a break when needed. Don't let your ambition get the best of you. And I really already saw that trying to take one too much. Remember what happens when you focus on one thing at a time. I've had some success in these past few months. So definitely don't burn yourself out. Don't be afraid to tell yourself you need a break. So again, when I see it in the reverse, not necessarily a bad thing, but it is a warning that if you don't pay attention, listen to what your family needs, listen to what your body needs, slowing down, all right? Because we know when we get on that ambition drive, it's just go, 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 go. So definitely taking that rest. Now, when we get to the fourth card, the strength. What inner strength will I need to harness in order to, kind of achieve the goals that I have for me in the new year? So this time I got Miss Robinson, and I got it in the reverse as well. So what it's telling me is that we know negative situations are always going to arise. One thing that I need to do, I'm very good on clear communication, using that skill to kind of set boundaries when I notice some negativity kind of coming my way, being more clear and communicative in separating that boundaries. And then again, we know Mrs. Robinson kind of warns us that sometimes excessive force or, giving people a taste of their own medicine is not necessarily the best, but really taking that high road, removing myself from certain negative situations that I'm good about, and really setting clear boundaries to avoid that. So that is my fourth card, okay? All right. When it comes to card number five, remember card number five is the advice card, okay? So what lesson did I learn last year, and how am I going to use that in this upcoming year? So for my fifth card, I got the Ten of Knives, also in reverse, right? So we kind of see there's a lot of things that I need to kind of be aware of in this new year. So we have the Ten of Knives, and it just reminds me that I've lost a lot this year. I have lost friends. I have cut ties with certain business endeavors that I really, really, really wanted to do, and there have been some cycles, some situations, relationships that have come to an end. And guess what? I'm okay. You're going to be okay. And despite everything that I've lost, the betrayal, the things that I've been hurt with, this year, I still made it out even better. So even though those things, left, even though those were some things that I really wanted, sometimes things have to fall apart and hurt you in order for you to grow. So I just got a little chill by even just saying that. So definitely, it's okay for some things to end. It's okay. Let's go to card number six, the navigation card. So, what do I need to know to guide me in the year ahead? So, for my navigation card, I got the Ten of Knives also in reverse. So, before I even dove into this card, I saw that I went from a 10 of knives to the 9 of knives. So again, sometimes these cards hit you very, literally. You have to take them for face value. And it's almost like I take a step back, right? We go from 10 to 9. So I think one thing that the cards are trying to tell me is that sometimes you need to take a step back and assess certain situations. So again, when I see the 10 of knives, it's reminding me to continue to let go of all the negative situations. And just for some reason, and again, you can read your cards as they were applied to you. The message that I was just getting was not so just the negative situations, but entertaining my negative thoughts that I tell myself. So really taking a step back to, just reassess situations and not giving in to the negative, self-talk. I give myself, or, if you happen to get this card, that negative self-talk that we give, ourselves, just really not entertaining any thought that is opposite of what I want to accomplish. Okay, so not letting that anxiety, that stress, that fear, we're not even entertaining those kind of thoughts in the new year. Okay. You are going to get what you think. Thinking is first, and we want to believe the positive. Okay, cool beans, we're good. All right, so let's move on to the last card. The last card is our clarity card, and it's gonna give us like our overall theme, our message for the new year. So for this card, I got Big Mama. Big Mama is in reverse as well. So when I see this, there's a message that kept coming to me. Don't play yourself small. Okay. You see Big Mama, she's shining, right? The light is on her. It's her time to shine. So I definitely think that 2023 is a very promising year for me. And it's just reminding me, don't play yourself small. Don't play yourself short. Now is not the time to be humble, but also watching your generosity, watching who shares in your glory, in your shine. And again, that just goes back to the overall message that I've been seeing about, removing certain people, situations, things that have been negative, just being mindful that we lost things for a reason, and just to be wary of who goes into, your shine or your glory. So I definitely think that the 7 card spread was insightful. It's things I needed to sit down and really know when assess as I get my mind ready to close out 2022 and gear up for 2023. So again, comments are welcome, questions are welcome as well. Thank you. If you haven't done so already, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. So this is Naima Healer signing off, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.